Hello, welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. And for those of you that are new, you wouldn't know, but those of you that aren't are going, where's Natalie at? Different background. Hey, it's a different set is what it is. We had a severe storm blow through on Friday and Saturday. Saturday evening about 8 p.m., I lost my power. The whole area lost their power. So I remember after that talking on the phone and saying to somebody, as long as the phone lines don't go down, we'll have our power back pretty quick, I would assume. And because I said, if, the power goes down, that's one thing. The phones run on different lines altogether. They're independent. So, if you have a landline, a home phone, the thing you pick up with the handle receiver, most people today, they go, what's that? What is that? Anyways, I have a landline. I don't own a cell phone because I live in a dead zone. Why would I have a cell phone? It wouldn't work. Anyways, so I had said to somebody, it's when the phone lines go down, which is very rare, that's really not good. If you've lost power and now you've got no phone. Here was the weird thing. I remember many times, not often, but enough, that when the phones went down and they weren't working, you pick up the receiver, you'd hear air or a static or something. And I got up the next morning, still no power, and I picked the phone up I don't know why I picked it up. And it was like it wasn't even plugged in. There was no air. There was just nothing. So turns out today, I put 2 nights in. I went from Saturday night until today, and did all my cooking and making coffee, everything on the barbecue. Thank heavens I had a barbecue. No source of heat though, and at one point it went down to 10 Celsius, and oh my gosh, I'm just telling you, it was just crazy. At one point it went down to 5. It was 7 outside and 5 in the house. So we could see our breath at that point. And then finally somebody decided, after me not being on Facebook, to come and check for me. So I ended up coming into the city. I am in the city. I'm in the flippin' city. And I'm not used to it at all anymore. I spent my whole life in the city. Not in the last 10, 15 years has been rural. And there's sirens, there's sound of traffic, there's horns blowing. It's just this cacophonous racket to me. Anyway, so I don't have a smudge. I don't have my smudge bowl. It was a last minute thing to come in here. So I was like trying to think of everything I could think of. So no smudge bowl. I don't have my stones with me, my rocks and stuff. I did think to bring a candle from Intuitive Candles right behind me burning. That's a special candle. I don't have the lid. I'm not home. So I don't have the lid. Look, it's still 3 minutes into the video. I still haven't dealt a card yet. Screw it. Anyway, this was a special intuitive candle for this month. Even though it's a thing that gets, awareness brought to it. It's through the month of October, but this should have awareness brought every day, so I don't care that it's November. But it was Down syndrome awareness. It was to honor that and to bring some awareness to that. Yes, I know people that are afflicted with Down syndrome. I know a young man, Blake. Hi, Blake, if you're watching. And they're beautiful people. And they're just like you and me. They have limited abilities. They don't have what you call mental retardation. That's not it. They just have limited abilities. But you know what? So do I. So do you. Can you do everything? And I mean everything. I can't do everything. There's my point. These people grow up to go to college and university. They get jobs. They get their own apartments. They get up every day. They go to work. They come home. They enjoy their evenings. Then they have their weekends or their time off is spent with friends, partying, just like any other young person would do. They're no different than anybody else. So anyways, Yeah, so it's bringing awareness to that. For intuitivecandles.com, they're running a 10% off your orders right now if you use the promo code BOFF10. Stands for Bay of Fundy Fortunes and the number 10. Yeah, the wax melts down. They're 100% soy-based candle with about a 40-hour nice clean burn. They never burn black or anything like that. If there's spillage, it wipes right up. They're soy-based, 100% soy. So other than the wick that's in them, they've got 2 wicks in them. Every scent under the rainbow, go to their website, intuitivecandles.com. They've got those little scentsy blocks, square things, melties, and all kinds of stuff. And they sell the pendants. And when anyways, when the candle burns down, it has a reveal in it wrapped in tin foil. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. I forgot that I picked it up because it dropped off on the floor, and I said, oh, well, nowhere's to put it in the moment. I'm in the moment. Shoved it down there. There's a rose quartz. It's very beautiful. Anyways, that's just one of the very many reveals. Go to intuitivecandles.com. Use the promo code BOFF10. Let's get into your shuffle. For first-time people, this is a 5-card spread. First card is your overall energy for the month of November. Second card is your wealth and finance. Third card, your hearth, your home, your intimate love. Fourth card, should there be any challenges. And your last and fifth card is your message from spirit. So yeah, I'm way behind. We are November the 5th, but you know what? The systems only come with like an hour-long battery. Once the hour went by, I got Aquarius in by candlelight, and then the camera, the whole computer died. So I had no power. I couldn't finish the reading. So they're really, really, really late. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, I'm just going to cut. I don't even have my pendulum with me. I have nothing to use as a pen. I could use my rose quartz, but I have nothing to hang it on. Oh, well, we're going to go with this right here and hope that these are definitely the cards for you guys. I'm going to pull this down a bit so you can see your spread. I'll push too far, I'm going to knock stuff off the table. The very first, I don't have my selenite with me or anything. I'll use my rose quartz. Okay, very first card, your current situation. This is for Pisces, I'm sorry. The High Priest. Your overall energy, that's a good card. Your second card here, your wealth and finances, we got judgment and self-reflection. Okay. Your third card, your hearth, your home, your intimate love. We've got the Ten of Swords, endings. Your challenges, should there be any. We've got the King of Wands and practicality. It's a good card. And the fifth and final card in your message from spirit, beautiful. We've got the Fool with new beginnings. And this is your 5-card spread. There we go. All right, boys, it's nice to be warm and to have lights. You know, you don't realize, really, you know, how convenient everything is, because where I live, the ancestors go back 300 years, and I was, imagining to myself, wow, 300 years ago, they'd be going, that's all they'd have is candlelight, lanterns, maybe, if they're lucky, no electricity or anything like that. They didn't have power outages because they had no power. Anyway, your very first card here, Pisces, overall energy for the whole month of November, we've got the High Priest. He's all about wisdom. He's the teacher card of tarot. He's the educator. He's about learning lessons. He's about making wise decisions. He even metaphorically holds out his hand here to offer this wisdom to you, to say that the energies are there for you to absorb and to learn some lessons here. Through the whole month, but education and learning are the real big things here. Traditional beliefs And just tradition itself. The structure I'm hearing, the structure of family and what family is all about. Family traditions and backgrounds. Somebody's insisting on following traditions and backgrounds. Family backgrounds, family beliefs, your own thing. Somebody's pushing that on somebody else. Or they're standing their ground. It depends what side you're on here. It's a card of ceremonies as well. It usually indicates the unity of two people coming together as one, representing marriage ceremonies. That could be in your family. There could be some coming up. There could be some in the works and planning. There could be announcements just being made. Values and authority come to mind with this card. Come to your keywords, some of your keywords, money as well. But this card could just very simply and very easily find you planning on something important. It's very traditional. It is ceremonies for some of you. I'm not getting a whole lot coming through with this card at all. Not a whole lot. Which is maybe sometimes it just is what it is and something very, very simple. There could be some headbutting. You know, you could have people... No, I better not say that because then people will be saying stuff about it. So I'm not gonna... Trying to compare two different backgrounds, but I'm not gonna say what they are. But coming together for maybe a marriage ceremony, and both sides insisting that their traditional beliefs are just as honorable and respectful and important as the other side, like the groom and the bride, right? Kind of thing. And there could be some clashing going on there. Trying to do things. There's no reason why one of you should remain open and very accepting, open-minded. You can fit two cultures into one wedding. It wouldn't be the first time it's been done. Not at all. So it just takes wanting to reach an understanding. It's just something that's simple. But having the respect there. But there's definite unity here between two people, followed by marriage. And values and authority coming right to the forefront. Learning about things that you never knew. Probably on the other side of that, the other tradition, things you didn't know. So there's your overall energy. There's just stuff like that going on. If anything else comes off that card, I will speak up, believe you me. Okay. My hair's driving me nuts. You want to know why? Believe it or not. I packed a big bag full of stuff. Like a big, big bag full of stuff. Like makeup and deodorant and clean socks and underwear. All this stuff. Just a bunch of stuff. And there's one thing I did not pack. I didn't pack a comb or a brush. I got a hair pick too, that would have come in handy, but no. So I've been going, using my hands. Not bad though, I curled my hair without a brush or a comb. So, it's driving me crazy though. Of all things. And does no, people are going, your son probably got a brush or a comb. He's got no hair. What would he be doing? He says he's got a comb here somewhere. Can't find it. So, your next card, we're looking at wealth and finances here. And somebody's tightening the fiscal belt a little bit. For some reason or other. This card here finds somebody going back and you're thinking about, see, this is the financial sector, so I mean, but you're thinking about giving somebody a second chance in a relationship. Somebody from your past. There's unfinished business there. Before you can move forward, you're going and you're reflecting back on things, and you really don't, like, you're taking stock before moving on. I just hear somebody saying, what am I forgetting? Well, there's something important here that I'm missing, and you've got that feeling that there's something that you should be doing and you can't quite put your finger on it. Your memories are grasping at straws because your intuition is telling you. For somebody out there giving somebody else a second chance, you're racking your brain saying what went wrong the first time. Or for someone else, you do remember what went wrong the first time. And why would this time be any different? And should you give somebody a second chance? Has whatever caused the breakup dissipated? Is it going to still be a problem? Were there issues like that? And some people just saying, I'm not leaving any stone unturned and no loose ties, because once I exit out of and leave the past behind, it's gone, it's dead, it's over. And for somebody, he's going back to make sure that a relationship is truly over. You need to put closure on something. There's somebody here that needs closure. And it's in a relationship. Connections to the spirit world as well are going to be strong when this card shows up. You're not walking alone. You have loved ones and you have guides as well, just like anybody else does. I hate to say this, but I'm an honest reader. This card has absolutely nothing to do with your finances, but it's got stuff to do with just other stuff. I'm not feeling like there's no attention being brought to your financial sector for the month of November. There's none, which tells me the big sign for me that says you're stable. There's no big changes moving up in the financial sector or dropping down either. You've leveled out, you're stable. There's nothing to talk about. It's just that simple. But going back and like I said, there's somebody out there thinking of giving somebody a second chance. Somebody else is out there saying, I'm moving on. I'm picking up, packing up, moving on. I've got to make sure that there's no doors left open behind me. It's all a metaphor. But that's what they're looking at here. There's a lot of messages in this moment with this card. Unfinished business from the past that you've got to straighten things away. Keywords are memories, spirituality, guilt, second chances, review, self-judgment, and contemplation. going on here with this. I'm sensing a separation for somebody during the month of October. I'm sorry. October, November. I'm out of my element, I'm having a hard time because I can't just read anywhere, and I'm out of my element. I don't have my creature comforts that make me feel secure and comfortable and safe. They're all at home, a long ways away. Third card, hearth and home. Yeah, here we go. See, the 10s are all about endings. Not bad. Not all endings are bad. Sometimes endings are reaching a goal. Thank gosh that's over. I made it. Hitting a target. Yay, we made it. End of. And there's that too, end of, you know. But in this case, we're probably looking at a relationship. As I said, I just have this feeling there may be some separation, and it's sad because somebody out there is not really relieved or happy about this relationship ending. They're not. And they're sad about it. Maybe heartbroken. And Christmas being, you know, if you celebrate Christmas, it's even worse. Because the holidays of love and romance and all that coming day. Because Christmas means a lot of things to a lot of people. Romance is part of that. Being with the ones that you love. Very important. This for somebody, I hate to say it, but somebody's going to be shocked. That's part of this card. Endings that end in drama and shock. And for somebody else out there, when it all comes to a head and that blows up, you're going to feel a sense of relief. It's over, now I can go. It's over, now I can go and I can get on with it. Get on with my life. But you're seeing reality after a big blow up. There's some kind of a head to head, you know, crash going on here. You're just seeing the reality of a relationship or a situation, and you're realizing there's no way, it's not growing and it's never going to grow. It's stagnant. It hit its peak a long time ago, and it never got any further. And for somebody, it's just not enough for you. It's not enough. Somebody that leaves themselves short. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. You know, it's like you've got two people and they're really not a pair. Their dreams are different. Their desires are different. Their wants are different. And one of them has said, well, I've attained all I wanted. I've hit my ceiling. And the other one says, I have no ceiling. I'm going to continue to grow. You've got to grow with me. Turns out, they have no idea what you're talking about, where you're coming from, or where you're going. They just know that they're done. Okay, and they're quite happy in the relationship and in the situation. They've got everything they want and desire. They have no future. This is it. Isn't this the pinnacle? Isn't this the top? Isn't this the top of our Everest? How much higher can we go? And you're saying, oh, honey, so much higher. You're incompatible at that point, and it'll probably come to an end. Very sorry about that. Here's the advice. You need to just walk away. You need to let go. You need to focus more on the now and let go of the past. That's a big message for somebody, is to focus on the now and let go of the past. Your keywords are endings, release, drama, transformation, victimhood, truth, and shock. But it all works out in your favor. I got a good feeling with this card. Unforeseen events are you're going to be able to benefit from them because this ended. It's opening up the rest of your world, I guess is what we're saying here. We got the King of Wands of practicality. Now, because wands are the fire signs, they're all about passion. And you got the King. Wow. Really, really nice card. And of all places it falls is into what your challenges could be. You're being encouraged, all right? Listen up. You need to be more open-minded. Stop shrinking your world down. Let your world open up. You need to be more dynamic. This card shows for some of you, you're connected to a lot of people, and either in your work, your background, but there's a lot of, you're surrounded by a lot of people. You interact with a lot of people. So maybe this will hit home for you. Travel is high with this card as well. Solving problems. And even though for some of you that have a lot of people in your life, you're still no different than the rest. The next message is for you to grow people in your life. Accept more people in your life. Leave yourself open to more people in your life. I hope you're that type of person. That person's usually very likable and very warm, very welcoming, always has a huge network of friends. People you consider really good friends. Continue to go in that direction. It'll do you good. It also opens your world up to unforeseeable possibilities, really. So your next, let's see here, we've got the advice of the card is to try new things and explore your passions. For those of you that are new, I take the advice and the keywords that come with this deck are on the back of the cards here that I put there myself because they're important. They highlight and condense everything. They're not on the back of all the cards, but on most of them. So this card here says go on. He wants you to he's giving you the shove. Get out there and explore it. Get out there and dabble your feet. Get out there and try. Get out there. All to do with creativity and passion. The arts would swing really high with this card. Your keywords are energy, creativity, power, wisdom, passion, freedom, and openness. Learn to chill out a little bit. Okay, Pisces, you're usually pretty good about that. You're usually pretty chill anyway. For somebody, though, you need to just unwind a little bit. All right? Okay, so your next card, your last card in this reading, we've got the Fool, New Beginnings. This is your message from Spirit. It's a great card. I like this card. This card stands up and says, pay attention to what's going on around you. All right? Even in nature, as is depicted in the artwork on this card, you see that they're both jumping off a ledge or cliff. There's a dolphin, and there's the merman. You know what he's done? He sees the dolphins all diving in along there, and he figures if they're diving through there, if they're doing their thing, it must be safe to be there. It's safe waters. There's no big sharp boulders, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's taking his cues from nature, from his surroundings. I'm hearing hyper-vigilant for somebody. Has to be hyper-vigilant of what's going on around you. That just came through for somebody. This card shows up, though. It's beautiful for you. The message that you're being given from Spirit is pay attention, chin up, eyes forward, all the way around, because you're right on the brink of a brand new beginning in your life, a new path. New wonderful opportunities for some. Wonderful things are on the horizon, waiting for some as well. Stay out of your own way and follow destiny. You're to follow where you know you. Listen to your intuition. Your gut's telling you which way to go. Listen to it. And you know what? Here's what. I don't know if it's like this for everybody, but for me, it's the tiniest message, the tiniest voice, the tiniest words that I hear that have a big impact. Some things are white, loud, but hypervigilant came through. Don't want to miss a thing for somebody. Just follow destiny when you know destiny's leading you as well. Follow destiny also in your work, your job, whatever it is that you do. And also, in relationships. All kinds of relationships, not just romantic ones, but all. Any dreams that you have, and we all have dreams, you're being advised to make sure that your dreams remain grounded. All right? If you have goals, you're being encouraged to focus on those goals. Put your mind on those goals. For some of you, this brand new path is somebody reinventing themselves, becoming somebody else, maybe more of who you already are, trying on a different hat in a matter of speaking, trying to walk a different path of life, a different station. You know, could be somebody moving on up in the world and now they have to learn how to fit in. And it's awful to say, but we have our classes, right? Somebody's trying to fit in a higher class than what they're used to. Somebody that's worked for it. You've been bumped up, given a raise, you've worked very hard. There's some prestige that comes with the job. And there is a circle now that you're being expected to swim in. There's a bright new future and a brand new territory for somebody. It's an area they've never dabbled in before, a place that you've never been before, work that you've never experienced before. And it's a beautiful thing. Also for somebody, there's a journey coming up for you as well. Over land, over sea. Look before you leap. And if you like what you see, your intuition says, I like what I see. Go ahead and dive right in. That's your advice. If you like what you see, go ahead. Keywords: departure, a new pathway, discovery, journeys, starting over. And that is your vibe for the month, Pisces. If you like this reading and you'd like to have a personal reading with me, just look below this video window in the Show More section. Read through once and send me off an email and we'll take it from there. Also, if you're not a Facebook hater, come join us on Facebook. Our group is Bay of Fundy Fortunes. It's closed and it's private. All right? It's a very relaxing, calming atmosphere. It's a great group. I guess that's about it for now. How do I end? I can't do my spiel that I know. I'm still on the Bay of Fundy. Don't think I'm not. St. John's right on the Bay of Fundy. I just don't have it, 100 yards from my back door. I don't have it. I'm in the city. I'm on a city street in a suburban neighborhood. So, but the Bay of Fundy, if the wind blows the right way, I can smell it. But anyways, normally what I would say is if you don't find me at home, and you won't right now, you'll usually find me walking down at the cove, down below my place, along the water's edge on the beach. That brings in the highest, mightiest tides in the whole world. See, I found a way. The beautiful and the bountiful and the bodacious. The Bay of Fundy, the highest tides on the whole planet. No matter where you find me. I might have to strain to see it from here, but I can see it from here. Thank you so much. I wish you the best of the best of the best in November. Bye for now.